In this episode, we get the final finishing touches done on Lori G Pre, including an oil change and some Poppy's Patina. Alright, it is officially time to put Lori G Pre up for sale, but we've got some final details we gotta wrap up before we can do that. And the first things first is we gotta change the oil. I've owned this car for 2 years and 1 month now and never changed the oil, but I would suspect I've probably put on less than 400 miles on the car. But hey, if you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Grant Tommy. This is Straight Six Fan, your home for offbeat hot rodding. And yes, my 1979 Pontiac Grand Prix is my most recent offbeat hot rod that we're working on. And so from there, we got something special. So let me turn the camera around and show you what comes after the oil change. Once we get the oil changed, well, then it's time to clean the car. And then we got the people over at Poppy's Patina stepped up and helped us out in a big way, setting us up with their wipe on clear coat kit. And so we've got some rags, we've got some Scotch-Brite, we've got some applicator pads that came with the kit. But yeah, I'm excited really to try this product out. You know, they have a great social media presence, and so you see their product quite a bit on Instagram at least. And so I thought I had to try it. I had to see what it would do to make Lori G Pre pop, and see. And then we're going to take the car on a trip to do the we'll call them the glamour shots for our for sale ad. But within the Poppy's Patina kit, so you see the 3 different bottles. And so just real quick, what we got there is, so we'll clean the car like a hand wash job, and then we got this wax and grease remover, and then we have this catalyst, which we have to use and mix with the actual wipe on clear coat. I believe it's like an 8-to-1 ratio that we do. But they also sent along instructions, so we'll read back through those and we'll let you know how that works when we get into it. Oil change done, so it's time to start reading some instructions. Well, actually, first, it's time to wash the car down. We're going to get that going. I'll leave some links down below in the description, some Amazon affiliate links. If you guys even just click the link and wind up buying something else, it helps the channel out. So, but if you want to see what I use to wash up this thing before we move on to the wipe on clear coat, well then, by golly, go down to the description and check out some of the links. Alright, I'm not going to claim to be any sort of detail master 500, but I did learn this little trick from Will's Wheels here on YouTube when I had the Fairmont, took it over to his place to get detailed, and his recommendation for cleaning tires is take a degreaser. This is a big box store degreaser. He recommended Super Clean, and that's what I had at the time too. And I love their Super Clean's degreaser. I think it works great. But his suggestion is to just spray down the tire with degreaser, hit it with the tire brush, and you just do it as many times as it takes for when you start to see the schmeg stop being brown after you scrub. That's when you've never done enough. And it's pretty simple. It works great. It's honestly it makes your tires look almost as good as like the tire foam, what's that called, the tire sheen. But it doesn't leave the greasy residue to just collect dust on afterwards. So anyway, we'll do that. We'll rinse it off, hit it again, rinse, repeat, and start with the tires, and then we'll get to the washing of the car. Alright, we're going to let Lori G Pre air dry for a little bit. We'll eventually manually dry it too. In fact, I might hit the glass right now. But we got to go read some directions so we make sure that we don't waste any of the precious nectar that is Poppy's Patina. And so we're There's a little bit of work involved in that. So, like I said, we'll get the glass cleaned, we'll let this air dry some, we'll read some directions, and we'll bring you back. Alright, so reading the instructions, we're ready for the wax and grease remover. And so basically all it is they're just asking you to wet one rag with it, wipe on, Mr. Miyagi, wipe off with a dry, clean one. So, yeah, it's as easy as that. We'll do that. Get some gloves on first to protect our skin. But yeah, it's that simple. Alright, I'm in a well-ventilated area, but if I can smell a little something, that means I should probably be wearing my respirator. So let's go grab that and let's get back to it. Alright, next up it says to take 8 parts of the clear coat to 1 part of the catalyst and mix it all up, and that's what you use, and then use an applicator pad as well. So it suggests using like a paint tray, but knowing that this is, chemical of some sort, I didn't have warm fuzzies about the plastic. Well, that one's really dirty. And then I've got like a liner. I felt like it'd melt through the liner, not knowing what exactly everything is. So we're gonna use a foil pan here. And I'm just gonna, the measuring stick I'm gonna use will be here, the bottom of a solo cup, that little ridge down there. And just because I don't know how much coverage I get out of what. And this will allow us to at least do half the hood, do the side-by-side comparison. And then that'll help me gauge how much I'm going to need for the rest of the car. So that's where we'll start. We'll get this mixed up, ready to go. Alright, so my suspicions were correct to worry about plastic, and that was kind of dumb to use a solo cup. You can see got red bleeding through, and I can see it in the pan. So we're going to discard this, and we're going to start over, and we're going to find something else to measure out the 8-to-1 with. Alright, so we're going to try this again. Beer can this time, and so we'll do it to the bevel. Catalyst. Okay, so that was not very much product. So we are going to try the trunk lid, or at least maybe down the seam line, to get a feel for how much coverage we're going to get. If we can, we're going to go to the middle, but yeah, let's get going. Now, instructions say, like, make sure you overlap each wipe, so we're going to give probably get the whole trunk lid. And I'm glad I'm doing this now because we're running out of daylight. Just quickly. All right, for sure, I can see it. I don't know how much you can see it on camera, but yeah, for sure, you can. I guess here we go. We'll do the reflection test. Poppy's patina side, untreated side. Untreated side, Poppy's patina side. Yeah, this is gonna make this this car sing. This is gonna, as Deb would say on Napoleon Dynamite, this is gonna turn out real nice. So, like I said, I'm losing daylight, so I need to get my butt in gear and mix up some more and get this thing wrapped. Alright, I guess I got so pumped about doing this that I forgot to record anything, but here's the final product, and man, I think it just turned out so good. Like, I don't know, I've been sitting in my garage kind of just staring at it, so but yeah, this turned out real good. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless, I guess, but like I said, you know, I'd seen their product on Instagram quite a bit, and, you know, I wasn't quite sure my car was like the perfect right candidate for it. We do have extra product, and I think we're going to help my neighbor flip his truck over there, that Dakota, and you can see it's probably a more prime candidate for the product. But it just really makes the paint sing. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's a wipe on clear coat. It doesn't mean you have to have a patina car to put it on. So it just makes the Survivor car in it just really come out. I'm stoked. It looks good. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to take this to downtown KC. We're going to wake up early. We're going to try to get some good morning shots with some good urban background. This will be a Saturday. Shouldn't be many people out and about, so I think we can get away with parking in some alleys and doing some photo shoots, but we shall see. But yeah, man, this just turned out so good. All right, here we are at my first car show, and I did want to, just before we wrap this episode up, I did want to come clean, to be honest. I did skip a step for the Poppy's patina, which you're supposed to, they sent along in their kit, Model A. No, they sent along in their kit 2 Scotch-Brite pads, like scuff pads, so you are supposed to scuff up the paint before you do the degreaser and all that stuff. That's the first step. I just kind of felt like I had enough paint on here that I just kind of, I wussed out, I guess, is what I'm saying. I worried I was going to make it worse instead of better. So we definitely will when we help the neighbor out with his truck. We'll be using the scuff pads, and so we'll be doing another video for that as well. But thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching the transformation. That's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.